of the Lands Act, Act 1036, for same to be presented to Parliament for consideration and passage.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, by a correspondence with reference number DB 134/135/01, dated 15 July 2024, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, that is the sponsor of the land regulations, submitted drafting instructions on the land regulations to the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice for vetting. The correspondence was received on July 18, 2024, at the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice. A correspondence with reference number SI 19/2024, dated 23 July 2024, the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice requested a sponsor for an electronic copy of the drafting instructions to facilitate work on the regulations. On receipt of the electronic copy of the drafting instructions, the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice proceeded to vet the drafting instructions, and by a correspondence with reference number SI 19/2024, dated 21st October 2024, submitted the draft regulations and comments on the draft regulations to the sponsor. The sponsor was requested to respond to the comments and to communicate any further comments the sponsor may have on the draft regulations to enable the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice to finalize the work on the draft regulations. Mr. Speaker, however, by correspondence with reference number DB 134/135/01, dated 28 February 2025, the sponsor submitted to the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice new drafting instructions on the land regulations and responses to comments on the draft land regulations. The responses use the new drafting instructions as the source document. The new drafting instructions were a revision of the draft regulations and incorporation of new draft legislative proposals. To facilitate work on the drafting instructions, the Office of the Attorney General, by correspondence with reference number SI 19/2024, dated 24th of March 2025, requested the sponsor to respond to the comments with reference to the draft regulations prepared by the Office of Attorney General and Ministry of Justice and submitted to the sponsor under cover of correspondence dated 21st October 2024. In addition to any new legislative proposals they may have to the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice in a separate document. This point was reiterated at a meeting held on 16th April 2025 between the officers of the Lands Commission and an attorney of the Office of the Attorney General. Further to the correspondence with reference number SI 19/2024, dated 24th March 2025, and the meeting held on the 16th of April 2025, the sponsor has, by correspondence with reference number SCR/LCS 830/17, dated 17th April 2025, responded accordingly to the request. The correspondence was received by the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice on 13th May 2025. The sponsor has provided responses to the comments on the draft land regulations and submitted new legislative proposals for a revision of the draft land regulations. The Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice has revised the draft regulations to incorporate the responses to the comments raised and the new legislative proposals into the draft regulations and submitted it by correspondence dated 9th June 2025 for the consideration of the sponsor. Further to the expression of satisfaction by the sponsor with the regulations, the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice will finalize and submit the regulations to the sponsor, and in accordance with the enactment process, request the sponsor to liaise with the clerk to the Parliamentary Committee on Subsidiary Legislation to arrange for a pre-laying meeting for the Parliamentary Committee on Subsidiary Legislation to consider the regulations before the regulations are laid in Parliament for the statutory 21 sitting days in accordance with Article 11(7) of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. I thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member, any supplementary?
There will be no further questions. I am very grateful, Minister. I'm also grateful to the Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you very much. Yes, Honourable Jerry Ahmed Shaib.
Very well, Right Honourable Speaker. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Just to find out from the Honourable Attorney General if he has any timelines to the effect with reference to the response he just gave.
But Honourable Jerry, actually he is not the sponsor. The sponsor will be the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. So they are just providing legal services, which the ANZA has indicated. So if there is a minister that should be providing a timeline, there should be a minister responsible for lands and natural resources.
Very well, Right Honourable Sir. Right Honourable Speaker, I do not know if I can proceed to ask a further question. Subject to...
Yes, please do.
Yeah, I just want to find out when he hopes to transmit the advice to the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources.
Well, let me give the chance to the minister. But the answer clearly has been given. That has been transmitted on the 9th.
On the 9th
of June.
That is just two days ago. No, a day ago.
Yes.
That's Monday. Yes. Yeah, I've sent the advice to the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources.
Mr. Speaker, in view of the fact that this is a major public interest matter, the fact that, Mr. Speaker, the activities on our water bodies, on our forest reserves, have become of grave concern to the country. Would the Attorney General ensure that, having transmitted this opinion, his assigned officers at the Lands Ministry will facilitate the drafting of this legislative instrument to this House without further delay?
Honourable members, respectfully, I stand on Standing Order 89 to overrule the question. Is there any other question? Yes, Majority Leader, any indication?
Mr. Speaker, I think that is it for questions.
Very well. Then, if that's the case, let me discharge the Attorney General. Attorney General, thank you very much for attending upon the House and answering the questions slated for you. We are most grateful for answering the question to the satisfaction of the members of Parliament. You are hereby discharged.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, when you are presiding, you don't pass judgment to the extent that we are satisfied with his answers. Mr. Speaker, we are not satisfied with his answers. He gave political answers and we are not satisfied with his answers.
Well, Honorable Habib, the Speaker looking at the atmosphere is just expressing an opinion. So my opinion is that members are satisfied with the answers provided. Yes, Majority Leader. Now, indication.
The Honorable Ranking, please. It's been admitted, please. Mr. Speaker himself has admitted. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Ranking has been sitting since we started to take his statement which you admitted, Mr. Speaker, he's now ready to take his statement. Yeah, he's Mr. Speaker, he's ready to take his statement if you grant him the leave.
Honourable members, by the rules, when statements are admitted, they are supposed to be transmitted to the clerk and they program the statement. Honourable members, this issue of statement being handed over there and then, and you are expected to admit it, is not helping all of us. So, appropriately, I will indicate and transmit the statement to the clerk that please, the statement has been admitted. Kindly program it to be taken.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, look, your leader is seated. Please take your seat. If for nothing at all, he is the one to rise on any rebuttal. You sit down. You are a junior, so sit down. Sit down. You sit down. This is leader. You are in the ship. You are not a leader. You are in the ship. This is leader to leader. Sit down. Mr. Speaker, I made a humble application to you. Mr. Speaker, there is an important matter that we all know is happening in our country. The minority, through its ranking, brought this statement to you. Mr. Speaker, it is so critical, a statement that will help all of us as Ghanaians. Mr. Speaker, I would plead with you that kindly grant him leave to proceed to make a statement. Mr. Speaker, please, there are other statements. That one I won't press it. But the one on the health issues, the nurses, Mr. Speaker, I will plead with you. It's something that all of us want to have a bite on for the good of our country. Mr. Speaker, so I'm pleading with you. Mr. Speaker, it's a humble plea. I'm not asking for the other statement you admitted. It's in respect of Dr. Ayuwe and Honorable Jerry Ahmed. Mr. Speaker, Jerry is in leadership. Honorable Majority Leader, I saw you shaking your head. Don't do this. The Parliament is for the minority. You've been in minority before. You've been on this side before. You've been on this side before. I saw you. I've been in that chair before. I saw you. You see, please. Let's allow him to make his statement. I expect you to be the one.
Minority Leader, you know me. Honesty is the best policy. Honourable members, as I walk into the chamber, 3 statements were referred to me. One standing in the name of the minority leader, another one standing in the name of Honorable Stephen Amwa, another one standing in the name of Honorable Patricia Apiaje. I have admitted all to be programmed by the clerk. Then the deputy whip also brought a statement, but honestly speaking, I was unable to read through his statement to even take a decision whether to admit or not to admit. But I'm being called upon to call the statement. That's the difficulty that I have. That's the difficulty that I have. So the admitted statement for today are to be programmed by the clerk. So if I'm not being given the opportunity to read through the statement and take a decision, then I am also operating contrary to the rules. Yes, Majority Leader. Honorable Habib, still on statement.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I just want to draw your attention to section of Order 93.1. Order 93.1 up to 8. Mr. Speaker, like you indicated, the person or the member to make the statement have not offended our rules in any way. If there is one way or the other, either the clerk at table have not been able to program his statement, that is not his fault, because statement has been advertised on the order paper today. So it did not offend under Order 93.7. Mr. Speaker, it states that the Speaker shall cause to be transmitted to the clerk statement admitted to be made on a particular day to be advertised on the order paper for the purpose of the notice of members. Mr. Speaker, that has been complied. That if you look at today's order paper, page 3, 9, item 9, we have statements. So, Mr. Speaker, if the clerk at table did not have statement admitted, and for that matter, statement to be read today, there's no reason for it finding its place under the order paper. So, Mr. Speaker, as such, I invite you to indulge the member to make such statements.
Honourable member, I think we are speaking at cross purpose. Read Order 93.2. It states, the proposed statement shall be admitted by the Speaker with or without modification. Now, whilst I am in the chamber, a statement has been given to me to admit, and I couldn't read the statement. How would I transmit this statement to the clerk with or without modification? So the point that I'm making is that when I walk in, I receive 3 statements which I quickly read through and admitted them to be programmed by the clerk. Then my very good friend and classmate brought his statement. But you can see that his statement I have not read through, so I have not indicated anything. But because I have read the majority leader's statement, I have admitted it to be forwarded to the clerk. Because I have read the statement of Honorable Patricia Apiaje, I have admitted it to be programmed by the clerk. I have read the statement by Honorable Stephen Namua, whilst in the chamber. I have admitted it to be transmitted. But because Speaker called me to take the chair, I could not read through the statement of my friend Jerry Ahmed. So there is no indication whether it's been admitted or it's not. This is my copy.
Mr. Speaker.
That's the point I'm making.
Mr. Speaker, the able minority leader gave an indication that the member is going to make the statement with regards to the striking nurses. Mr. Speaker, and if you read Order 93.1 properly, it says that, Mr. Speaker, by the indulgence of the House and the leave of a Speaker, a member may explain a matter of personal nature or make a statement on a matter of urgent public importance. Mr. Speaker, people are dying in our hospital as a result of the striking nurses. This is a
Honorable
matter
Habib,
of
kindly
public
resume your
urgent
seat.
importance, Mr.
Honorable
Speaker.
Habib, kindly resume your seat. If you want to make an urgent statement taking advantage of Order 93.1 and 67, you ought not to have put it in writing requesting that I should admit or not to admit. Is that the procedure? When your leader has been raising matters of urgent public importance, does he put it into writing? But having written a statement expecting me to admit it, I would have to read through the statement and decide whether to admit or not to admit. That is the point that I'm making. You have written a statement calling on me to admit the statement. How do I admit the statement without reading through it? If this statement was even to be given to me a day prior to today, you would have been fair to me. I also walk in Parliament, then you give me a statement whilst in Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, I would plead with you to. Mr. Speaker, I would plead with you. I've engaged my colleague. I'm not done. I've engaged my colleague, the majority leader, to oblige this request. Mr. Speaker, he hasn't given me his concurrence. He hasn't told me that he agrees. But Mr. Speaker, though a statement has been forwarded to you, Mr. Speaker, I would again and again plead that since the member intends to invoke Order 93 to bring this to the attention of this House, I humbly plead with you that, Mr. Speaker, let's oblige him. Mr. Speaker, I agree that we must go by our rules, but we've had some rare occasions where we as masters of our own rules have looked at ways of accommodating certain urgent matters for the purposes of democracy. Mr. Speaker, I am pleading with you.
Honorable Minority Leader, you know I'm not a difficult person, but nothing will let me set a bad precedent. Bad precedent in the sense that a member will bring a statement for admission, and there and then the member wants to read the statement. 2, if the member is unable to read the statement, then the member now turn around to say that though I have brought a statement for you to admit, because you didn't admit the statement, let me read the statement under Order 93(1) and 67. The indication is that I intend not to grant any leave.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, respectfully. Mr. Speaker, respectfully. I'm thinking Order 93(1). There's some moral implication of this reasons why this order is here. Mr. Speaker, matter of urgent public importance. We have clinics closed, people are dying, and we want to share with you why we should talk about this. And at the end of the day, Mr. Speaker, I beg leave of you and with your permission.
Honorable Afriye, kindly resume your seat.
Sit up and down. Yeah, you don't understand what you're talking about.
Honorable Habib, I intend not to open any debate on this issue. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I think that we can take an adjournment to tomorrow, during which those statements that you have admitted can be made. There's no difference between today and tomorrow, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, honorable members. Motion move for adjournment. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I want to draw your attention to
Honorable
Order 3
Habib.
of our standing orders.
Honorable Habib, resume your seat.
Speaker,
motion
I
move
rise
for
to second the
adjournment.
motion.
Any seconder?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion. Yes, I rise to second the motion. In doing so, Mr. Speaker, I make this statement.
Honorable Afriye, if you don't take time, I will send you out of the house.
I'm not worried about that.
Why are you taking liberty for nonsense?
I'm not worried about that. It's an issue of urgent public importance. I can leave.
In doing so, make one statement.
I can leave. I can leave. I am ready to leave. I am ready to leave.
What do you mean by in doing so, make one statement?
I am ready to leave. You can send me out. I'm ready to leave. What's all this? Yes.
Honourable members.
Mr. Speaker, we rise to make this statement on an issue of immediate and far-reaching concerns to our country. The ongoing national strike action declared by the
you are hereby directed to walk Afriye out of the house. What is that?
But look, I'll switch on the mic so he can not go. That's good. Go on. Okay, go over here.
Honourable members, motion moved and seconded. The question is, as many as are in favor of adjournment say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The House is adjourned to tomorrow, Wednesday, 11 June 2025 at 2 p.m.
I saw. What do you mean, kind of? Yapon. Go and do press conference. Press conference number 89.